Hi friends! As you can tell from the title of this video, this is what my writing life looks like between drafts, and what I mean by that is I currently have a first draft that's sitting for a while so I can return to it with objective eyes, and a manuscript that is being beta read in several capacities. So right now I don't have a lot of editing going on or any writing really, but I still want to continue writing and kind of continue flexing that muscle. So I'm just writing things that I want to write that probably aren't ever going to be published. This idea came from a conversation that I had with my husband about writing things that I don't intend to publish and like what's the point behind that. He said, how many musical pieces do you think a musician plays that nobody is ever going to hear? And that really sat with me because it's true, you know, you have to practice and you have to continue flexing your muscles. So I'm showing you guys a little bit of that today. So what I'm working on right now is actually a fan fiction. If you are on the gaming side of TikTok, you might be familiar with Shiloh and Bros. They're a family channel and they do a lot of like video games in real life videos. They especially do a lot of Roblox, but they have this amazing storyline that goes through all of the videos that they've been working on for years now. My husband and I and me and my family, we just love their videos, especially my little sister. Hi, editing Poe here. And I did not realize while I was filming that clip that there were some family photos in the background, and I generally try to keep those out of the back. So just to catch you up, basically what I said was I was writing a little bit of an alternate universe thing for the Shiloh and Bros fanfiction, and I was writing it from the point of view of multiple characters, which was really fun. And then I had that day a little bit more than an hour to write, and so I was also going to spend some time working on a project that I will reveal more about later in the video that just would not leave me alone at that time, and it still won't leave me alone. I'm so glad I got it down on paper. But yeah, that is what you missed in that poorly angled shot that I had to delete. Hello, lighting change. All right, finished writing for the day, and I got work done on the fan fiction. I got about 500 words, which was pretty good. And then I have this other project that I'm working on. It's like a modern urban superhero story thing with a bunch of like family drama. I didn't do any actual writing on the story itself. I just developed the characters. I did a brief overview of the plot, just like a couple of paragraphs to kind of get my thoughts out. I'd say for just a little over an hour. This is pretty good writing work. I'm gonna come back at 3 p.m. my time tomorrow to try to build up the habit of writing in the afternoon every day. It has been a few days, 3 or 4, I think, since I wrote. Things just got in the way, as they do. This has been a week that's a little off my routine for a number of reasons, and so those all kind of work together to me not staying on routine, but I am working on it, sitting down today, and I'm hoping to write more consistently next week, so you guys will see some of that. Yeah, I'm gonna just write for an hour. I don't know if I'm gonna continue with the fan fiction or I'm gonna implement a change to the story stuff that I worked on for the superhero thing last time. I might just start with that and then see what I want to go from there. Yeah, okay. I did start to work on the Shiloh and Bros AU thing, and I was looking for the word impenetrable, and I typed out what I thought the spelling was so that like autocorrect could get it, and then it didn't correct it. And I actually like deleted the word and then typed it again, and I was just like, is that like, are you just missing it? No, I spelled it right the first time. That is like such a satisfying feeling when you correctly spell a word that you didn't think you knew how to spell. So I just finished the work I'm gonna do today on the Shiloh and Bros thing. And I have a few more minutes, and so for the superhero story, I thought I'd draft like a conversation between the characters or something. What I did was I changed one of the characters. Now, instead of an older brother and a younger sister, it's 2 identical twin girls, and so I changed the older brother to the older twin. It's like, I know that was a good choice, like maybe not the right choice, but it was a good choice for the story, and I like it, and I think all those characters are gonna work well together, but I just miss the first character, like the original like brother that I wrote, you know, even though he's only been on paper for like 2 days. I don't know. Writers, do you ever feel that way? I just kind of miss my characters when I change them. Hi guys, I had a lot on my schedule today, so I only have like 30 minutes to write, so I'm not going to be updating you guys during the writing session. I'm just gonna write. Hi everyone, I just had a 30-minute writing session. It was good. I've had little 30-minute sessions for the past couple of days. I just am kind of surprised that this superhero story that I've been working on is actually taking a form of like something that I want to finish and something that I could see myself like carrying through the publication process and stuff. I kind of just thought I was doing this writing between drafts thing for fun. I only got like a couple hundred words in, I think. I've just been really tired and I'm developing the characters and fleshing out a couple of plot points and stuff, so it's definitely less fluid, but I'm enjoying it. You guys will probably only see like 1 or 2 more writing sessions in this vlog, but it's been really good to try to make writing in between drafts a part of my routine, so I'm glad to share that with you guys. Let me know in the comments, writers, what you do in between drafts, you know, to kind of keep the writing muscles going, if you write or if you do something else. I don't know if this is going to be how I always handle, you know, time in between drafts, but it's definitely been productive so far. Okay, it is almost end of a work day on Friday. I just finished some work on that Shiloh and Bros story. That was just kind of what I was feeling today. Let me see how many words I got into it. 1190. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was in like less than an hour. I'm not sure how many of those words are necessary. I don't know if anybody ever experiences that, but you know, that's what editing is for. It was good. It was a good writing session. I did it tired and I did it unmotivated, as they say. Been, you know, kind of a long week and I'm tired this afternoon, but I'm really happy and grateful and kind of proud of myself for still sitting down and doing the writing that I wanted to do. Hi all, so that was the last writing session of this writing vlog. It was really good. I spent the entire time coming up with superhero names for my characters for the superhero story that I started working on. That was really fun. Writers who have to come up with like alter egos for their characters like that, how do you do that? I honestly just googled words that had to do with their powers and kind of picked my favorite, but I'm interested to hear how other writers do it. So, overall, this writing between drafts thing has been really good. I got a couple thousand words done on a fun story that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I fleshed out another idea that I actually want to finish, which because I'm planning on going into querying soon, so I'm going to be talking to agents and stuff like that. It is always good, I've heard, to like arm yourself with other ideas so that agents can see you don't just have like one idea or one book that you're capable of putting together. It's definitely time well spent. If you want monthly writing updates from me, you can sign up for my newsletter On the Journey with Poe.Darcy. There you'll get the writing updates along with anecdotes from my personal life and book recommendations to your email every month. The link to sign up for that is in the description of this video and in my bio. Otherwise, other places you can find me on the internet are Instagram and TikTok, all at Poe.Darcy.Author. Thank you so much for joining me on this vlog. Have a great day.